This is part 2 about writing the personal statement, tips for writing the personal statement for you and how you can avoid the McGathey syndrome. You have a story. You've lived your life. You've had very unique experiences. You've grown up and you've done lots of different things. It's important for you to take all those things, those values, everything that you've learned and how you've grown and the person that you've become, and turn those into topics or things you can share as you look at your next step of your journey in applying and looking at colleges. But sometimes it's hard to write about these things. As we looked at values and what your values are, it's hard to write about them from just talking about, oh, I love or I have respect. But what you can do is look at your personal story from experiences perspective. So you have lots of experiences in your life. Some are big, some are small. I mean, even just getting up in the morning and getting to school can be an experience. So you can use those experiences and reflect on those experiences to show who you are and what you believe in and what your experiences, what your life has been through your experiences. In your college application process, you're going to have multiple essays to write for your college applications. So thinking about the multiple experiences, things you've done in your life will help you tackle that topic or that project of having multiple essays. You should also strive to make your application cohesive. So you should look at your activities, experiences, things that other people might write about you, and have that all integrated into your application. And the other thing that's beneficial about having experiences is that gives you an opportunity to explore the different areas of your life. You don't want to have everything you write about be about the sport you're involved in or student government or a class. You want to have a variety of topics that you can cover. And that is what focusing on experiences in your personal story can be. So the way we do this is through what I call your world. This is your world, and it's a graphic organizer to help you look and think about things from this perspective. So I've divided your world into 4 different categories for the purpose of working and thinking about college essays and college applications. They're the classes you've taken, either the high school classes you've taken, the classes you've done at community colleges or other places, subjects that you've learned about, and that's one category. Category 2 is your extracurricular activities, all the other things you do. They can be in school or they can be out of school. They don't have to be connected to your education. Number 3 category is community, what you've done volunteers. Sometimes those might be things connected to extracurricular activities. Maybe the student government did a clothing drive, or you were part of a cleanup, environmental activity. So they can be connected to extracurricular clubs or things like that, but they don't have to be. And then the last category that oftentimes is a big part of who you are and often is not considered is the personal or family. You might be the oldest, you might be the youngest, you might be helping with your siblings, your parents come from different backgrounds, experiences. So your personal and family makes that 4th category where you might have experiences. So all of these are activities, you've written all these up in your activity list, but in this perspective, and as we're looking at identifying and just exploring a little bit more about who you are and what your journey is, I want you to think about experiences in those activities. And so this is all part of finding your story. So to do this, I'm going to have you complete the Your World graphic organizer. And it has these same 4 categories in a document that you have in your folder. And you're going to use this and complete it. And you're going to use bullet points to quickly list all your different experiences. You don't need to write the experiences out in detail, but just list things you have done. And so that gives you an opportunity to just create as many as you possibly can. Your goal is to have something in each one of the 4 different boxes. And I want you to list as many experiences as you can. There's a minimum of 4 to put down. And so you can also include personal truths or values. So, fact that you're the oldest or you're the youngest or, we're born someplace or something. Those are all just personal truths. Those are connected to experiences you may or may not remember, but you can enlist those as well. So this shouldn't take a whole lot of time. I've done this with hundreds of students, and sometimes they'll finish it in 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but you should not spend more than 30 minutes on this activity. So, for example, if I were in my high school and as a student, my graphic organizer might look something like this. Here are my classes. I did a research paper in my AP English. I did an audition for the county orchestra. I'm learning ASL. And for extracurricular, I tried out as the kicker for our school's football team. Wrote an article about a teacher in the yearbook. So you can see there are lots of different kinds of experiences that go with my activities. Instead of just saying I play soccer, you can say I went to the finals, or talk about different particular experiences. Rather than saying I play in the school's orchestra, I can talk about an audition that I did for the county or for my school or for a solo or something like that. So pull in experiences that are part of your overall activities and just overall experiences that you've had in the last 4 years, because you have had a lot of experiences. And once you make that list of all your experiences, what you can do is you'll be able to see those experiences, create that bigger picture of your world. And when you have that perspective, then you can look at your values, and all of that together combined creates your story that you're going to be composing as you work on this next step of your journey into college or career, or whatever that journey might be. This is all based on 3 elements: identity, community, and impact. And this is something that Ivan Hawk from the Archer School has talked about. He and I have a conversation about themes for college supplemental essays, and it's just helping you to identify those things. And this is what's going to help you be able to create a really strong story and strong narrative on your college applications. So if you have questions as you're working on your World Graphic Organizer and putting those together, please feel free to contact me at cindy@cindymcdonald.com. So have fun, and I look forward to reading all of your entries on your list. Okay. All right. So that ends that.